Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to WIP Wednesday, the weekly series in which we get my projects that I have hidden in a drawer somewhere completed. And once we are done, I give you the project. So, what are we working on? We're finishing this apple cutting board, all right? See who's in chat already? Amanda! Oh my goodness. Amanda always beats everyone here. Always. That's that means a lot. This one will be Chad, what's up? Oh, that's going to be cool, Amanda. That's going to be cool. I'm so excited for ASHU that they get to celebrate Pride Month for the first time. By the way, happy Pride Month, everybody. It is June 1st, which means it is the first day of Pride. And because of Pride Month, the next week's WIP Wednesday will be in honor of Pride Month. And that's what I'd like to do is the next couple of Wednesdays, let's do something in honor of Pride Month. All right. So what are we doing next Wednesday before we get started on this? Well, I was trying to think of something that was a multiple giveaway, right? That can get done fast and would also have some significance to what this month is. So looking through all that I had a jar of dominoes. Now it's not a full domino set, so I was like, I can't give it away because it's not a full domino set. However, I do make earrings. So I'm going to make domino earrings. And that's what we're going to do next week is I'm going to make domino earrings. However, for everybody, the first 14 people that are in chat, you will get one domino that is rainbow. And then you are going to get one domino that represents you. All right? And that means you can color it whatever color you want. So as you're in chat, I'm going to say, hey, what color do you want your domino to be? And then you get your set of domino earrings. Why dominoes? Why did I immediately think of dominoes? It takes one domino to bring it all down. Right? It takes one. You are special. You are unique. All right? We don't always have to have it this way. You're the one domino. So that's why I chose dominoes. All right? Zarabeth, what's up? Maria. Mama, I found other Norse pagan Discord server. What? That's cool. That's cool. On TikTok, Norse pagan, it's weird. Like, you can come across some really, really cool Norse pagans, and then sometimes the Norse pagans on TikTok are, like, more Aryan, and I'm like, okay, you're a little problematic for me. I'm going home. Oh, Amanda, you like it. Okay, good. I'm glad that you like it. I'm glad that was something that you guys think is being good. You think will be good. So. Chad, it's so funny how many people just don't understand how energy works. And so when they come across a person that has not mastered their energy, but is a pretty good, has a pretty good understanding of how their energy works, it's surprising to them because it takes very little. It takes very little if you know your energy well. Also, Amanda, also it looks like Pampered Chef is not for me just yet. All right, okay, all right. That works too. I mean, come on, right? How old is the kiddo? All right. So what are we doing tonight, by the way? We are finishing our pyography. We are working on this so I can send it out, right? Oh, 10 or 11. That is a fun age, man. That is a fun age. That's the age that you can like take them outside and like go to a park and they just find all the coolest things, you know? That's at least that was my kids. When I took them when they were that age, they would just find all the coolest stuff at different parks and bring them to me. Mama, I found a feather. Thank you. Cool. Well, I'm glad you deserve to be excited by something because man, you've had a rough year. But I think that's the year. I think everybody is just experiencing troubles. I I watch my husband and I watch a YouTuber by the name of Bo the Fifth Column. He's a political YouTuber, and he was talking about some things today, and specifically like um, school shootings, right? And he was talking about what do you do? Like, what would be the suggestion if things hit the fan? How do you save children after they've already been attacked, right? And he had some. He's military, so he had some ideas, and my husband looked at me and he's like, those are really good ideas. I was like, yeah, we already talk about those things in training. Like, I think people would be very surprised at what exactly teachers are told in training with stuff like that. But I thought that was an interesting little point to the day was like, oh, people don't know that we get trained that way. Oh, they have no clue. Oh. All right, y'all are blowing up chat. Wait, what's going on? Ashu being comfortable with them is very good. One of the times I had to have with my pagan sisters, I let her borrow some energy from me. Verify 5%. Yep. Chad, it's because you know your energy well. You understand it, you know how it works. And so you're not wasting your energy on useless things, right? You're not wasting your energy on necessarily having to block every single person that comes near you. But those of us that um, don't know energy very well would have to spend time continuously blocking so that they're always on an empty reservoir. So it makes sense to me that you're able to give her that energy and it lasts. I was watching a young woman do candle practice where you light a candle and you practice manipulating the flame, right? And she was working on extinguishing the flame. She got it to extinguish, and you could tell like she was genuinely happy with herself. And I think when you get that first understanding of, oh, I can actually manipulate it. What? Like, it is a really big deal. They don't realize how easy it can be. Ash was like, I don't want a whiny little one. Chad, what I was talking about just then, we actually the workshop that I've been teaching, we've been doing energy work. We're doing a lot of energy work. I will say that like when I first put the class together, I thought it would go one way, but then when we started talking, we started being in class together, I found that it went totally different than what I thought it would be. Um, totally different than what I thought it would be. But it has been really good, and we've talked a lot about it. Amanda, you saw it too? She was so excited. I was like, oh, she's a sweetie. I also see where other things have been said and done. Y'all, TikTok, I swear, is for people my age. I really think some of them view TikTok as like their soap operas. Like our parents watch soap operas, right? I really think some people think TikTok as like a modern soap opera. Because there is so much drama some days. So I'm just like scroll, scroll. I know, Amanda. I do too. Like that's the videos I want to see. I want to see the videos where people are like succeeding at the things they did, and they are genuinely, you see it, the genuine excitement, right? When I used to teach, we called it that moment that every teacher lives for, and it is where you're teaching, and then all of a sudden they look like that, like oh, I get it, and it is beautiful when they get it. Y'all, my conversation is just swirling all over the place. I'm like 500 miles per hour right over here. I draw the most strongest energy that is Earth, and there's always a constant flow of energy from Earth. It's true. It's absolutely true, and that's why, Chad, in my workshop, I was teaching. I don't know if you know the root. It's also called the tree exercise, where you think of your feet like roots, and you let them dig and burrow into the ground and then just spread out to be able to kind of feel the energy from everything, right? From all the sources. Um, and I was teaching that because of Earth. Like Earth energy is a big deal. Oh my God, Amber. Amber, I am so glad it's over. I don't have to listen to it or accidentally come across it. I'm so excited. I am also, you know what? Maybe this shouldn't have bothered me, and you guys can tell me if this shouldn't have bothered me as much. I couldn't watch it, right? I get, most people get why I couldn't watch it. All right. So I couldn't watch it, but I would see videos of like women preparing like it was game day. Like a guy prepares for the Super Bowl, or like, I shouldn't say guy, a sports fan prepares for the Super Bowl, or, you know, March Madness, that kind of thing. Like that's what it felt like. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like my knee jerk reaction is, ooh, but I can't judge people. So I just kind of like, I don't understand it. And maybe somebody can help me understand, because I don't understand, like, why were you that invested? It was too much. It was too much. I couldn't do it. But again, maybe I don't understand because of my own life perceptions, right? That could be it. And that could be the absolute it. I don't understand it because of my own life. I try to get you guys to close enough to see this. That's why the top of my head gets cut off sometimes. Um, I'm going to eventually, once I have the money, bite the bullet and get a different webcam, because this one was like $30. And if I move it just right, it completely cuts out. So I'm going to eventually try to upgrade. But I looked at some of these webcams, y'all. Oh, a good one is like $200. Holy mackerel. I just need to manifest it right. Thereabouts. Okay, so you agreed with me on that one. Okay, cool. I'm just happy it's over and make real like can be back to normal. I know. I know. Well, for Witch Talk, the back to normal is I'm gonna hex you. Ooh. I'm sorry, that was bad. I am so sorry. Oh God. Now, I think it's the creator Spiritually Southern Mama. She's got a hashtag going on for this month, self pride, and she's encouraging everybody to um, set goals that help you grow as a person and also help you become more authentically you in real life. Like, how do you allow yourself to really become you? And for like 30 days, she's got a challenge where it's like you can for 30 days post something that you love about yourself. What is it that you love about yourself? And I think that is a cool challenge for TikTok to be doing. Everybody here in chat right now, what's one thing that you absolutely love about yourself that you're proud of yourself for? Like, I think I got pretty eyes. What's the one thing that you're really proud of? I'm also slightly funny. I'm not gonna say real funny because obviously I'm not a comedian on the stage, but I do have a sense of humor and I like that about myself. Chad, my boss is doing well. My boss is doing well. She is she has gotten the opportunity this week to she has a little one and so she gets to actually spend time with her little one this week. So I'm really, really happy for her that she gets to spend some time with her little one. So I'm holding things down in the office, right? Oh, Amanda. Okay, so what you're proud of yourself is that everything you've been through the last few months and you've overcome everything. You met every single challenge, Amanda, 100% of the time. 100% of the time. You met the challenge and you overcame it. It's pretty badass. I'm proud of you for that too. What's up, Christine? How you feeling? How you feeling, love? Are you any better today? I hope so. Y'all, if I don't get started and actually do stuff over here, we're going to be doing the biography all month. I analyzed my inner dialogue and I realized that if I spoke to other people the way I speak to myself, I would not have any friends. I need to be kinder to myself. Yes. And it's hard to kind of make that link like, oh my God, you hear how I talk to myself? That's horrible. So I'm proud of you that you figured that out. Very nice. I had to go to the ER. Oh no, Christine, because of pain. Oh, I understand this. I understand this. Every time I've had to go to the hospital for mine, um, I get, you have what? I'm like, pseudotumor cerebri or idiopathic intracranial hypertension. hold on a minute. And they get out their computer and they will Google it. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want these people looking at me. So I get it, Christine. I get it. Autoimmune diseases, for some reason, are like the most mysterious thing on the planet. And nobody, like, you go to the doctor and they don't get it. They're like, oh, all your tests came back fine. Okay, then why do I feel like I'm dying? And they're like, I don't know. Go home, take some medicine. Can we address why I feel like every joint in my body is being pulled simultaneously, like I'm being stretched on the rack in a medieval war? Like, I wish my doctor said that. At least they have a willingness to learn. My guy sucks. Oh. See, that's there's certain professions that I think continuous education is necessary, and medical field is definitely one of those things. And if you're not willing to learn new or admit that you don't know, I don't think you should be a doctor, because that to me speaks to your ego more than it speaks to you wanting to help others. Well, Christine, just know we all love you and we're sending good vibes. All right. Okay. We're going to change the tips real quick. So I'm going to let this cool off for a minute. Let it cool. And are you guys hearing me okay? I have an air purifier on because of the smoke that this causes. And every time it'll do some stuff to my throat. Oh, Christine, right? And even teachers have to have continuous education. In the state of Florida, teachers have to recertify every 5 years. So yeah, I don't understand why doctors don't have to. And maybe they do. Maybe they do, and I just don't, right? But it sure seems like in the profession, there's a lot of people. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I am still learning all these tips, so I'm tips that will work with little tiny lines. I got a lot of little tiny lines to do, and then we can go back to shading. Oh, wait a minute. Before I turn this on, I want to show you guys something. All right. You want to see what little Shalisa's little me looked like? Little me. All right. Oh, how did I get into wood burning? Hold on. Little me always had this look of, are you serious? Like, I always looked like this. Little me always wanted to know, what? Are you serious? Christine, how did I get into wood burning? I actually saw it when I was very, very young. I saw somebody do it, and I always wanted to try. And when I got married to my now husband, anytime I tell him I want to try a craft, because he really does appreciate my art side. He has more confidence in my artistic abilities than I do most of the time. And so when I told him, and just offhand, that I was interested in wood burning, he brought home a little tiny wood burning set, like a beginner wood burning set, and he's like, "Here, try it." I was like, okay. And so I did. I tried it on a couple of things, and as I got to doing it more and more and more, I started researching and found out that the set that I had was a beginner set, and they had sets that had different types of, these are nibs, different nibs, but I had to have a professional burner in order to get those nibs. So we saved up money and we got me a burner. But I just taught myself. I'm not that great at it, but I'm good enough to do the things that I like. Thank you, Christine. I was blonde hair and blue eyed when I was a baby. My eyes turned green when I was about 10. It's crazy. I nobody believes it until you see the pictures of it and you're like, oh, you really did have blonde hair, blue eyes. And I did. I had blonde hair, blue eyes. And then at the age of 10, my eyes changed green and then my hair started to get dark. So if I don't have green in my hair, and you guys would see it from when my roots grow out, I've got dark brown hair. Yeah, see? Yeah. Blonde hair, blue eye, then turn to hazel. I don't know. Okay. Got it? Yep. All right. Here we go, y'all. Woo. My oldest daughter was born with blonde hair, blue eyes, and I wondered if hers was going to turn. Now, as she's gotten older, yeah, she's older, she's 25 now. As she's gotten older, her hair has gotten darker, but not much darker. Like if she was to let her hair grow out naturally, because she's like me, she likes the different colors in her hair. Um, if she was to let her hair grow out naturally, she has like a dark strawberry blonde now. And then my second oldest daughter, red, red hair, red hair, gorgeous green eyes. Like she looks like she's, directly out of some kind of Celtic fairy tale. That's my middle daughter. Then my twins are like night and day. One looks like my husband, and one looks like their mother, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. They were night and day. And then my son has blonde hair and brown eyes. So every single one of them, different color eyes and different color hair. If you have time afterwards, I'd like to talk to you about something that has been going on. Yeah, sure, Chad. Oh, that's right. What did what did Jared say about your swimsuit? Doesn't matter what he said. If you like it, that's all that matters. Then again, he's a boy. Oh my goodness. It's kind of funny what our significant others like what they find us attractive in, and I say that in a like a I don't know. Uh, it's sort of like for how do I word this? I'm trying to word it because my brain is like jumbled with a bunch of different not messages, but like words right now. It's interesting to see what they find appealing, right? Because sometimes what they find appealing isn't necessarily what you find appealing. Oh, I just realized my nose ring is out. Speaking of appealing, my husband does not like when I wear my nose, my septum ring, because when he goes to kiss me, it it pokes him. Boys are silly, yes. Boys are silly. That we think that we look normal and that they think we just the most attractive thing on earth. Yes. I don't like my boyfriend's beard because he pokes me. See? Fair. Fair. Right? I had a friend one time, I would tell her he doesn't like the nose ring thing. And she's like, you don't need to let him dictate what you wear. Like I realize that, but I do like kissing him. So I'm gonna take it out. I don't want to hurt him every time I go to kiss him. Like, Christine, you don't want to get itchy every time you go to kiss him. I mean, I think that's how he feels about my nose ring most of the time too. He just learned to live with it because I wear it more often than not. It's gotten to the point where the little septum one, if I'm not wearing it, I'm like, oh no, where'd it go? It's not a complete day, and I can be sitting here in front of the computer just working the whole day, but I have to have earrings and nose ring on. Zarabeth, I'm just gonna whatever. It's not that you're not good at it. It's just that they're not good at it. They're not good at it. They don't deserve someone like you. You're too good of a person. Oh, Amanda, take that back. I am. I was. I say I was. I'm no longer. Let's qualify. But I was. I was real good at it. I'm really confused. I'm sorry. Oh, I can't say much. Like I didn't. Oh, oh. They're both toxic people are drawn to nice people. Absolutely. Oh, so I didn't like. I didn't actively pursue my like. How do I explain how we met? It was MySpace. So I wrote a blog for MySpace, and he was a reader of my blog. He was a fan, and he sent me a message, and he was like, "Hey, I like your work, and your words really resonate with me." Um, and I got to see his picture when he sent me the message, and I thought, he's hot. And so I started talking to him. I got really lucky that he wasn't toxic. But all the other relationships, like you guys are talking about, yeah, yeah. I tell him every day, that I feel bad for our daughters because I see what men are like out here, and they're gross. they're gross. The way that they think about women, the way they treat women. Like, if I caught my son talking to his girlfriend the way I hear some of these men out here talking to their girlfriends and their wives, I'd put my size 9 square up his rear end. No, sir, you are not about to talk to women that way. Christine, aw, he really liked you then. That's how you knew he was like, all right, I'll give you a chance. You stood the test of time. Oh no! It is mating season. You know that, Darabeth, because it's, spring slash summer and blood's boiling. Even, all the animals are finding mates. Tinder. That's one thing. It was after MySpace, and so I was already dating and with my now husband by the time I think Tinder came out. What is what is PLF? I don't know what that is. I probably do and just don't know the acronym. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that. See, y'all making me feel older than I need to feel, okay? Start naming off stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. You want to see my VCR? Oh, geez. I need to continue doing this real quick. Our first date was sushi. By date 2, we looked at each other and went, "Are we going this or not?" ah, our first date was he took me to the beach to see the sunset, and then we went to go eat at a pier. Um, and I remember sitting there watching the sunset and like having like being really fresh out of an abusive relationship. And I remember sitting there looking at the sunset going, this actually feels nice. This feels peaceful. This feels like what I want forever. Um, but I wasn't I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to say that. Autocorrect is killing you tonight. Amanda, I knew what you were saying though. It's okay. I knew what you were saying. I do not like this nib at all. We're going to take this one off. This one is giving me a really hard time with straight lines. It's wanting to burn holes and not actually do a line. I just want straight line. I'm gonna tell you guys, you with that whole plenty of fish thing, you've made me feel really old. What's up, Becca? Becca, I'm in a goofy mood. You know what this means, child. All right. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Well, Becca, come on over here and sit in chat and listen to me act a fool and laugh. Okay? All right, cool, Chad. See you later, kiddo. So, Christine, you and your guys, you're really like opposite of each other. Is that what you're saying? Like an opposite attracts kind of thing? You see what you guys are doing in chat? This is one of the reasons why I find it important for me, even when I'm not feeling good, to do these things. Because we have somebody that needs extra special love tonight. And you guys feel safe enough to come on and say that. Like, hey, I'm feeling down. This is why. And everybody in chat goes, we got you. Let's send you some love. Let's send you some extra energy. Let's boost you up. Let's give you stories of how we understand what you're going through so that way you don't feel alone. I love you guys. I do. I love you guys. You're going to make me cry again tonight. Amanda, we are definitely like this weird family, aren't we? We're definitely like, what's going on? We love each other and we make sure each other feels uplifted and special, and that each one in this unique community knows that we've got each other's back. And we not only have each other's back, but we have each other's back authentically. We're not going to expect you to act the way we act. We want you to act the way you act. And I like that. Becca, I love you with all my heart, kiddo. You know that, though. You know that. You spent many school days inside the safety of my room. So you know. And I told you, I will always, always be here for you. You can still talk to her. She's not going to talk back now, obviously, but you can still talk to her. You know, I am of the deep belief that they are not really gone, that they're always there, just kind of watching. And if you give them permission, they'll look out for you. Right? That's the way I look at my granddad. My granddad's not gone. Well, his physical body's gone, but he's not gone. You know, sometimes things happen around my house that are just like, he was a prankster. So I'm like, there's Papa. Right? Have you been seeing things that remind you a lot of her? I know. That is, Zarabeth, that is a thing. You know, it's like you no longer have to be responsible for them 24/7, but you kind of wish you were still responsible for them 24/7. I will say this with my grandfather. The the night before he went into the hospital for the last time, he had already been in the hospital for bronchitis. And I went and they called like at 9 o'clock at night and they said, you can come pick him up. And I was like, all right. And we thought he had bronchitis. So I went and go get him. And I get up to his hospital room and he's asleep. So I just wait. I let him sleep and I wait for the nurse. And as I'm waiting there, I hear him stop breathing. And then he'd breathe again, stop breathing again. He's COPD. That's why he had bronchitis all the time. And so when his nurse came in, I said, hey, he's not breathing right. And she goes, oh, he's old. And that's what old people do. And I was like, but I've never heard him do that before. And she goes, oh, it's because he's had bronchitis. That's why he's doing it. Okay. So I trusted her. And I brought him home. And the next morning, he was so out of breath that he collapsed. And I had to pick him up and put him on the bed. And when we took his oxygen saturations, he was only had like 33%. And so we called 911, took him to the hospital. And 2 weeks later, his body just couldn't take it anymore. And I'm going to tell you this. That little tiny night of me not going further and going, hey, no, this isn't right for that stuck with me. So whatever you were sticking in your head, don't do it. Don't go there. Nothing is worth that. Amanda, you're right. Those videos are some of the things that she needs to hold on to. Becca, I got egg custard snow cone the other day. She liked it. Egg custard? I've never tried it. I'm gonna say this, right? And I have some of her perfume. I spray it on her blanket when I'm extra sad. Good. Good. Zarabeth, you're okay, so what is egg custard like a pudding? Oh, that just sounds so sweet. She complained about him, huh? Yeah. Yeah. It's a weird thing to see their breathing change. Yeah. Then she was happy. She was happy. You know, I look at how you talk, Zarabeth, and how Amanda can talk now, and Becca, it'll get that way. Where when you talk about it, it doesn't bring so much sadness, but it still brings sadness. But it's almost like a happy sadness, if that makes any sense. Like You're sad because you miss them, but you're happy because you got them. She said that they take forever to grow up. She sounded very, very, very wise. Yeah, Zarabeth. It's crazy. Um, it's just crazy to think. How do I put? It's crazy to think that people are so fleeting in our lives, but have such a big, lasting impact on them. You know, and that goes for people, just not people that are passing, but people that we lose just from time. You know, what hurts me the most is she didn't make it to the wedding next year. You know what, Becca? Um, did you guys have her? If this is too difficult to talk about, you can just say I don't want to talk about mom. Okay. Um, but did you have her cremated or did you have her buried? Yeah, Christine. It is. It's like your life will never be the same, and it's sad because your life will never be the same, but it's happy because your life will never be the same. Yeah, Zarabeth, that's what I was thinking. I was like, if if she was cremated. I actually held her urn the last time I went to my parents, so she'll be there. Okay, okay, that's what I wanted to know. Is like maybe you guys can have a special place setting for her at maybe your rehearsal. You know, if that's something that people would be okay with. She would have wanted you to be super happy on that day, right? She would have wanted you to be super happy on that day. What would she have wanted the most for you, you think, that day? What is the one thing you think she was like, I can't wait until you get married because of blah? What is that blah? What is the blah? Yes, Becca, that sounds very sweet. Yes, I like the chair idea. And Zarabeth, you're right. They have the jewelry that you can fill with the ashes, and then there are several different ways that you can seal it with resin. And to fill those wishes, I know you're going to be sad. I know you are, and there's no way around that. And don't beat yourself up for it either. All right, you are perfectly fine feeling those feelings, and if you didn't, I'd be worried about you more so than normally. So don't feel bad. Oh, Zarabeth, that is beautiful. I've seen a couple of people do stuff like that. My husband and I have talked about what our wishes are in 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 death. Let's put it that way, in death. Um, and the one thing that we want to do, apparently, it's illegal. Becca, I bet your grandma would have liked that too, because she was of the generation that like they had all the little glass blown tchotchkes and stuff like that. Christine, that doesn't sound morbid at all. Becca, we want our bones cleaned and then articulated as if we are dancing forever. And we want to be placed in like a haunted attraction. Yeah, that's what we want. We want to dance in death in one of our favorite places, which is spooky. And Christine, that's definitely not morbid. Yeah, see, after you hear what I want, it's not you. The tooth is not morbid. No, because we've been watching a lot of uh, Caitlin Doherty, Ask a Mortician, and she talks about like why certain things are you're able to do certain things and you can't, and articulating human bones in some states can be considered defiling a corpse. And even with paperwork, you signed that paperwork in life and now you're dead. And that paperwork is just kind of like, it's kind of a guide. That's why people get away with all the time having loved ones buried when they wanted to be cremated. Becca, that sounds beautiful. You got all kinds of cool stuff to remember her by. All the things that she found important. That's really cool, Becca. You know, because big things probably didn't weren't a big deal to her, right? But all those little small things, those were the things that she really liked, right? See, Christine, you know who I'm talking about then? Yeah. Yeah, I love Caitlin Doherty and she's really cool. We bought a book and I can't find it anywhere, but the book was Will the Cat Eat My Eyeballs or something like that. Zarabeth, so do you do any of that on occasions? Like is that some a skill that she passed down to you? Oh, Zarabeth, that's so sweet. Becca, that is awesome. That is awesome. Oh no, Zarabeth. Wait. You said no artistic ability, but weren't you also telling me how mean you are on the grill? Like you can throw down some grilling? Agreed, Becca. I think everybody has it. We just don't always see it. And we don't always recognize it because we are in a society that art needs to be perfect, but art doesn't need to be perfect. Art needs to inspire. Art needs to move. Art needs to feel. Like I don't need it to be perfect. I need it to make me feel something. That's what I need. I need for me to go oh or ooh, right? Like I need to feel with art. I say this with all due respect. All due respect. But if Jackson Pollock can sell his paintings, could have sold his paintings for millions of dollars, and it's just paint thrown onto a canvas, anybody can do art. Dear Beth, that is your artistry. Food. You're not fat. You're not a fat kid. You're not a fat kid. All right? Not a fat kid. You are a lover of food, therefore called a foodie. You are a foodie. All right? But Becca is right. There is nothing wrong with being a fat kid because I love food a lot. All right, guys. I am actually going to finish this up off camera, so that way next week, and I'll explain what I'm going to do again for those that missed the beginning. And I will finish this up in my crafting meeting tonight. But we are next week going to do a Pride Month kind of craft. The first 14 people to show up in chat will be awarded this. Okay? We are going to make, I say we, you guys are going to watch me make it, but I am going to have rainbow, uh, one rainbow domino, and then the other domino will be whatever colors you want me to put in there. All right? Whatever represents you, I'll put it on the other domino. And then we are going to make them into earrings. And you are going to be able to wear your earrings. And why is it dominoes? Like I said earlier, it only takes one domino to make the whole thing collapse. Push it over. And then it starts trickling down and pushing everybody else over, right? And then you've gotten change. We need to remember that we're dominoes. We can initiate change. So, dominoes. I'm going to give everybody domino earrings. All right. Who's getting this tonight? Who is getting this? Well, I'm not going to randomly pull tonight. I'm going to choose somebody. And the person that's getting this has consistently shown up early almost to every single one since I started doing these. So Amanda, I'm gonna contact you later. You're going to get this. All right, I'm gonna be sending this to you. Yep, Amanda. Amanda's always. Zarabeth, can you believe it? I have not made a pride candle yet. I'm going to make one this weekend so I can light the pride candle. But yes. Amanda, I know you do. I know you love this so much. That's why I was like, I'm just gonna give this to Amanda because she's been waiting for this one to be over with. Oh, well, my lovelies, be happy, be safe. I'll see you next Tarot Tuesday, and then next Wednesday, like I said, we'll do the dominoes. All right. Know that I love you all. Becca, you know where I am. you need me, give me a shout. All right, kiddo? All right. Good night, everybody.